Hey guys, it's LPS Live Pop Productions here. And in this video, I'm just going to be giving you all a bit of an update and talking to you. So if you don't like those sorts of videos, feel free to click out right now. Basically, in this update, I'm just going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff about my channel, because I don't think I've ever done a proper update like this before. Mainly it's going to be about how I'm not making as many videos as I did in, say, 2015, and how I'm going to make a big effort to try to make more. It's also just going to be about my plans for this channel and everything along those lines. Just a huge channel update. So without further ado, let's get started. First and foremost, what happened to me making videos a lot? I mean, I used to make them all the time. If you were a fan of my channel back when it started in 2015, you'd probably be able to tell that I was much younger when I made those videos. I still am young, but you know what I mean. Mainly because of my voice. I never realized how squeaky it was in those old videos, so it's kind of weird looking back at them. It feels really weird because it doesn't feel like that long ago to me, but it was almost 3 years ago now. For those of you who don't know, I was 8 when I started posting videos on this channel. Up until episode 1 of LPS Enchanted, I was still 8. And clearly, I posted a lot back then, though many of those videos are either deleted or on private now because they were embarrassing. There was a lot of them that I made. None of those videos had scripts, and I just made them for fun. And the main reason I made more videos back then was because it was honestly easier. It's a mix of it being easier for me back then and just laziness. So let's take a little trip back to when I didn't have this camera yet. It was a really horrible quality camera. Quite old, and yeah. This camera I have now, it was much easier to use because it focuses much better. The other one was very blurry. And my old one crashed constantly, which was very irritating. And it would freeze on this one part, and I'd have to wait until it would die, and then charge it, and then I'd be able to film again. It was a long and annoying process, and the first time it happened, I was convinced my camera had broke. So clearly that wasn't what was easier. What was easier was the editing. I edited with Movie Maker on this thing called a netbook. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like a laptop, but much, much smaller. It was old and very, very slow, but I was used to it, and it was all mine. I can't use that to edit anymore because once I got my new camera, I realized that I wouldn't be able to edit on there. This is because there was a recommended editor. It's some Sony software that came with this camera and the directions. And that was just not compatible with my little netbook. So once we got a laptop for my whole family to share, that was what I started editing on. I was really excited having got a new camera to try out the new editor. But I had some problems with it. The main problem started when I was making episode 2 of ABC Spies. The one that's on YouTube now is completely different from the original. For the second episode, I decided that I wanted to write a script, which I had never really done before. I had tried but stopped halfway through because I didn't like the way they were turning out. So once I finished, I was super happy with it and I was so excited to put it up. I started filming and worked hard with all the clips, and I was finally ready to edit. I was super excited. I was watching a movie while I did it, and I remember I was almost finished and I was just super excited to put it up on YouTube. At the time, I was really proud of it. And then I had to click a button that said to combine the clips, and I did. But then it said that I couldn't combine them. I was really confused and pretty annoyed because it was the first time it happened, but I decided to just try again. Of course, it took me a while to put them all together again, but I did. I pressed it, and yet again, it wouldn't combine the clips. I got pretty discouraged, and I asked my brother and my parents for help with it. Of course, there wasn't much they could do about it, so we ended up just downloading Movie Maker onto that laptop a couple days later. I never ended up re-editing ABC Spies, though. I just gave up on it. And there was also, around this time, many other videos that I made and tried to post, but there was other problems I was running into. I tried to make a second episode of LPS Idol. It's pretty bad looking back at it, but I tried really hard and I was happy with it. And something weird was going on with Movie Maker. I can't remember exactly what it was now, but it wouldn't upload to YouTube or the clips wouldn't combine. Something weird like that. And I was again really frustrated. And around this time was when I started taking those extremely long breaks between videos. Though it seems like I wasn't caring, I was trying. Sometimes I'd start filming and then just stop halfway through and give up. I know what the problem with this was now, but sometimes my camera would only say it had 1 or 2 minutes to record when it was supposed to say 50. Keep in mind there were no clips or pictures on my camera. So I was just having a lot of problems with it and I got really discouraged, I guess. And then I just stopped trying and became lazy. I'd tell myself I was gonna film that day and just wouldn't. And when doing this, I also lost a lot of viewers. Though they didn't necessarily unsubscribe, once they got the notifications, they'd either not care or maybe they don't even get the notifications anymore. I don't really know. But I feel kind of bad about this. I love making videos and I don't know why I stopped. Sure, I was running into some problems, but there's ways around it. I have it figured out for the most part now, luckily. Though I still need to find a better editor. I'd really appreciate if any of you know any good free editors, if you could comment them down below. I tried editing on my iPod with iMovie and emailing myself the video clips. I had to send them through Google Drive links, but I can't figure out how to send them from Google Drive to my camera roll. It might be a stupid question, but I just can't figure it out. So if you guys know of a way to do that, then also comment it down below or send me a video link or something. It would be much appreciated. I really want to make more videos for all of you because I love doing it. I think if there's days where I have enough time, I might do little recording sessions. I'll just film a bunch of videos at once and then edit them whenever I'd like and spread them out when uploading. I might make a lot of just simple skits and challenge type videos and music videos as well. The only problem with music videos is that the quality isn't as good because I have to film them on my iPod as I use VideoStar. But if you guys don't mind that, then I probably make some because they're really fun to make. Though at the same time I worry sometimes I don't want my channel to be terminated because of copyright. If anything were to happen with that though, you'd see updates on my Instagram. I don't think I really formally mentioned it on my YouTube channel yet, but I do have an Instagram now. It's called LPS Live Pop Productions, so if you guys have Instagram, feel free to follow me there. I don't want this channel to be dead anymore. I want it to be fun like it was before. Let's make my channel awesome again. Let's make it more alive. I'm hoping to have lots of content for all of you soon. Also, feel free to suggest some ideas in the comments because I really need them. I also hope you don't mind if I don't write scripts some of the time. I mean, it's a lot more fun for me to not write them sometimes. They become more funny that way in some cases. I mean, none of my old videos had scripts and you guys seem to like those. So I hope you don't mind if some of my newer ones do the same thing. Also, on a final note, thank you all so much for over 280 subscribers. We're almost at 300 and I honestly can't believe it. The day I'm filming this happens to be November 11th, which isn't only Remembrance Day, but it's the day I reached 100 subscribers. That video, along with my other old ones, was pretty cringy, but I laugh looking back at them, so I'm glad I have them still. I think that's just about gonna wrap it up for this video. Remember to comment down any other video ideas you'd like to see, and maybe even subscribe if you aren't already. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!